face housing. What's up, field service? Welcome back to Mainstage Madness. As always, I'm your host, Jamie Lamson, and today I've got Taylor Wilson joining me. And tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
What's going on, everyone? Jamie, thanks for having me. I'm Taylor. I'm the manager of Field Ops Training, the best team in Field Ops outside of field teams. Cool. I'm gonna say, and that's me. That's what I do.
Thanks so much for being here, Taylor. We're also amped to have Cutrer here because he's going to be giving us some insider secrets that you don't want to miss.
Dylan, welcome to the show.
Yep, just super excited, to be on the show. I appreciate y'all, inviting me onto the meeting.
Dylan, there's lots that we want to ask you, but before we get a backstage pass to your expertise, we've got a new game, which means an opportunity to win some limited label coins.
The game is called Lyrics Under Pressure, which is where we'll play a lyric and then you tell us which sip step it matches.
For each correct answer, we're gonna give you 3 coins, so there's lots at stake here.
All right, here's your first lyric.
Closing time.
I would either say close or introduction. They're opening the door, maybe.
Nice, 1 for 1.
You got it. Okay, here's the next one. Here you go.
Now walk it out. Walk it out. Now walk it out.
I would assume a walkthrough design.
All right, you're killing it so far.
All right, this one might be a little more tricky.
Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition.
I'm stumped on that one. But I'll just guess. Let's say appointment readiness.
You got it.
So good. So good. I think he's gonna ace it.
I think
okay,
so.
This one is a little bit harder. It's a little bit more musical theater, so let's see if you can get it.
I'm reviewing the situation.
Review.
Seriously.
You've got to join me on the stage on Broadway.
Give the people what they want.
That's right.
All right, last one.
Hello, it's me.
Introduction.
A natural.
So good.
A natural.
Okay, we've got some coins coming your way. Okay, Dylan, so let's jump into the interview questions. We know how intimidating the customer-facing side of the job can be. So when you're with a customer, what's something that you do consistently that works or helps you win them as a friend?
Asking those questions, asking the right questions, getting to know the customer, getting to know their family, if anybody's there with them. You really have to let the customer talk and explain to you why they're getting the system. You have to get that baseline. That's going to make them feel heard, and you definitely want to listen and gather that info. That's going to be how you tailor the system to the customer, for exactly what they need, whether it be keep an eye on the kids in the house or packages getting stolen or something. We really have to ask the right questions. And then, like I said, just building trust is kind of getting them to trust you on site, let them know if they need anything. Like, they don't have to call the company, they don't have to reach out to Vivint. They can, deal with me for pretty much everything.
Wow, that is someone who understands the SIP and understands how to talk with customers, right?
That's
great suggestions.
Yeah.
So Dylan, what does a good referral conversation actually sound like for you?
Referrals are, everybody's got a different approach. I try not to necessarily pitch referrals. I do it more in a sense of, I try to make it like an extension of their experience with me on site. Try to build that trust, get to know them, their family, kind of use what I learned from their baseline. Like I touched on their, packages may be getting stolen, for example. And I would just bring it up. Hey, like you mentioned, you're getting the system because your packages are being stolen. Like, who else do you know around here that deals with the same issue? That's one way I approach it. And then, referral cards is a big one too. Just bring that into my process and see if I can get some names wrote down as well.
That's awesome. So using your baseline and those listening skills, gonna come in handy. Okay, so say something goes wrong on the install. How do you handle communicating with the customer through that setback?
You really just acknowledge what happened, acknowledge the mistake. You have to be honest with the customer. Never try to, keep some from the customer. Like if it was a damage or something, that would be something you would want to communicate immediately. And you just kind of make sure you keep the customer updated throughout the process. You kind of don't know how their day is planned. They may have to go get their kids from school or something. So really just keeping an open line of communication, just letting them know, hey, look, like I'm having some issues with this. It may be like an additional 30 minutes. I apologize. You definitely want to come off as a professional. You don't just want to sit there and look like you don't know what you're doing. You really just want to let them know throughout the process, like, hey, this is what's going on and this is what I'm doing to fix it.
Yeah, that communication is key.
Yeah, that was great.
So if someone's trying to win their matchup this week, what's one thing that they should start doing immediately?
Yeah, pretty much, I guess what everybody should be following at this point would be your standard work process, following your SOPs and using the SIP. If you're doing those three things, you're gonna win on jobs. You're gonna get upsell, get referrals. You're gonna have quality installs, which that's a big one as well. And then getting those installs online. So I'll just really just say standard work, SOPs, and the sales and install process.
Dang, Dylan, he knows his stuff.
Who paid this guy?
I don't know.
Right.
Did Pablo set you up for this? I don't know. Okay, so what are you doing when you're not actively installing that helps you keep winning? Because we've seen you at the top of the charts for a while.
Yeah, I like to reach out to leadership or teammates or pros from different states, that I see in the group chat that are succeeding and having success, try to pick their brains and what they're doing well, hey, how are you approaching leads or upsell? I see you doing a great job. So really just reaching out, looking for ways to improve. And then I guess when I'm not actively installing, I'm always following up with my customers. I have my work phone on me, always texting, calling, checking in on them, send them a text message about the survey they're going to receive. And really just trying to stay active with, letting those customers know, like, I am their Vivint guy and I consistently follow up with all of them.
Those are some good tips.
I know, that's the definition of the be a pro that we want to see.
So good.
So Dylan, be honest, how competitive is it getting right now in the mid-Gulf Coast? Say that 3 times fast.
So, I'll start out, I'll say Coastal Canes is the best team in the country. That's just how I feel. That's the mindset that our team takes, and we use that approach to try to be better every day. It's very competitive. We have a lot of great teams. There's a lot of big-time players, succeeding in pretty much every aspect. But we really just try to focus in, at least for our team, like we try to make a commitment. This is our standard. This is what we're going to hold ourselves to, and we do want to be the best. We want to be number one for sure.
That's freaking awesome. We're cheering for you. And I know these guys personally. I've been to one of their pro meetings and they're awesome. Okay, so I see you're also wearing one of your limited label uniforms. Are you excited for the new stuff that's going to be coming out over the next few weeks?
Oh yeah, I had 48 coins left from the last one, so I already hit the 50 mark. I'm just waiting for a drop, and I am excited.
Well, you're looking dang good in that uniform, and I think you're gonna earn some more, so.
Yeah, well Dylan, thank you so much for being here and giving us insight on how to win this thing.
Yeah, I'll go in and shout out the Coastal Canes, #1 team in the company. Let's go. I appreciate y'all having me on, the meeting. I enjoyed my time, and hope to see everybody in the field. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Dylan. He is great. I think you guys want to take some of those tips because they are going to help you get right to the top like him. So I think that we do want to take a second to give a few shout outs to some people doing some great work in the field.
All right, first we have Mason Smith, who had 4 leads submitted and 5 referral installs in the month of April. That's
amazing.
A hell of a lot.
So good. Okay, and next we have Brett Decker, who had 15 VPP sold in April, and 3 of those were Mobile Plus.
Nice.
Which, that's what we want to see.
That's epic. Okay, then we have Hugo Menezes Leza, 100.44% productivity rate, 133.84% install efficiency, and 100% install completion rate.
So
Jeez.
good. I know.
It's a mouthful, but a lot of work. Great job.
So good. Okay, and last but not least, we want to shout out Jose Morales Perez, who had 100 across the board for all 3 weeks of the Madness competition so far.
Wow, consistency.
Amazing work, you guys. And once again, to everybody out there, we are so proud of all the amazing work going on.
And if you're trying to win, take some of Dylan's advice as a blueprint.
Or reach out to some of these other pros that we shouted out, because there's some great stuff going on each week. And don't forget to check out Field Pro Mobile for everything that you need to track your matchups.
Make sure you run better conversations, stack your installs, and listen to that Madness playlist if you need to pump yourself up, which I'm sure you do.
So. You do, everyone does. Okay, and there is still time to win, you guys, so don't forget to check out your resources, and we will see you next week on Mainstage Madness.